Hello. So you want to grow your business, have that amazing business that you're going to be proud of, that's going to provide you with the time freedom, the money freedom, and enable you to retire before you're old and gray. You're in the right place. We got 3 key things you need to do in order to grow your construction business. All right, so we're going to jump into it in 1 second. Before we get on to point number 1, just remember to hit that big thumbs up button if you're enjoying this type of content, if you want to grow your construction business, if you want more information of how to do this. And jumping into first one, man with a plan. So first thing you got to do in order to grow your construction company is set out a plan. And yeah, everybody's should have a plan of some kind, but actually get a little bit detailed on it, have it written out. Things that you want to keep in mind is, what is that image? What is the future state of your business? So how many people does it have? What are the systems you're going to need? What are the milestones along the way, for revenue, for marketing? So you should have key points, steps to get from, point A to point B, but there's a whole bunch of little milestones, little things in between that need to get figured out. This is going to enable you to kind of chunk things and make it bite-sized instead of looking at, I want to triple or quadruple my business in 2-3 years. Well, that's a big step. You need to boil it down to what do you need to do, this month, this quarter, this year, and then work yourself forward to get to that, that big growth company that's going to give you the time and the freedom that you're looking for, and a business that you're proud of. And plans change, but if you don't have a plan, you will have essentially no direction. So that's the first thing, is get a really good plan in place and share that with the people around you that are like key in your business, so that everyone knows kind of where things are going, the big overall vision. So that's number 1. Number 2, who will you need? Who are you going to need in your business? So this is a big kind of mindset shift that you need to be aware of, especially as you start growing, as you become an entrepreneur, as you become like your next level leader. Is often we think about like the how, right? We're construction guys. We know how to nail a wall together. We know how to pour some concrete. We know how to hang the drywall. But we got to be thinking of who. So who are you going to need? Are you going to need a mentor to help you? Someone who's been through the trials and tribulations of running a construction company, when everything and anything gets thrown at you. Who are you going to need for employees? Who are you going to need in your referral network? So in order to grow a big company, you're going to need key people around you, whether that's tradespeople, whether that is just other business professionals who are able to refer business to you, maybe a mastermind network of business owners, networking groups. So stop kind of thinking of like how you're going to do it, but who you need to be in contact with, who you need in order to grow your organization. As you start leveling up as a leader, as a business owner, who you're around and who you are able to kind of like bring into your vision and collaborate with is going to be a key like leveling factor to be able to grow and expand your business, expand yourself as a person. So just want to ingrain that in you, who, not how. So really think about the who you're going to need in order to grow. So that's number 2. Take a little quick break here. Just remember, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, get this video rolling to as many construction contractors out there as possible, because it is so important to have good information when you're planning to grow a business, because a lot of things can go wrong. I've been there, had everything from clients upset to financial issues to having the wrong things happen, guys not showing up, all that stuff. So there's great ways to mitigate these problems, and a big one is educating yourself, working on the most important investment, which is yourself. So moving on to number 3. So the third point, rock solid systems. If you know anything about me, I'm a systems guy. Systematizing your business, it may sound a little vague or mysterious or something you're not used to or don't know where to get started with, but having solid systems is a very key, essential part of growing a business. You need that foundation set up in order to grow. Otherwise, you're going to build this big business and it's just going to fall over. It's going to get out of hand and you're not going to be able to manage it. Things are going to break, essentially. So you need that solid system, rock solid foundation of systems. And some of the key systems that you're going to need is your production and hiring. So production systems, training, how the guys are doing the work, how to manage projects, making sure production is getting done, the schedules are being met, budgets are staying within the budgets and not having all these extra expenses that are going to cripple your business. Hiring is a big one, right? You need to be bringing the right people in your business. We talked about the who before. You're going to need some leaders, crew leaders, whether that's coming from within or hiring from outside. You're going to need great production staff. You're going to need admin. You're going to need bookkeepers, accountants, there's a lot of stuff about hiring, and you need a system that's going to bring in proper people and make sure that they're ramped up in a way that's efficient and that they know what they're doing, not just bringing in people and then having them kind of run your business for you. You need something for them to operate inside your business. The second one is sales and marketing. Big, right? If you're going to grow a company, your sales need to be consistent. You need marketing that's consistent. You need branding that's consistent. Otherwise, your business is just going to be going up and down with the tides, right? You need something in place, systems that you can just pull the levers, crank up some advertising, get on the calls, but in a way that's going to be bringing in business when you need it. And then finally, financial systems. Huge. As you grow, you can't just have one bank account anymore. You can't just, talk to your bookkeeper or have them do the books, once a month or God forbid, like once a year, which I know some contractors do. You've got to have financial systems that are accurate, that are up to date. Things are being tracked. You know where expenses are going. You're going to be working with numbers you haven't before. If you've been operating in maybe the $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 range, and now you're planning to scale to $1 million or $2 million or beyond, things can go sideways a lot faster. If all of a sudden, you're not watching your numbers, well, now $100,000 can easily get construed, whereas before you were manageable, maybe 5,000, 10,000, you lost a bit here or there. But once you start reaching those higher levels, the numbers just become that much higher and the risk becomes that much higher. So you really need proper financial systems in place. So not going to go into super crazy detail on systems, but if you want more help with this, if you want to know how to get those systems in place, reach out to me. There's links in the description below. There's a free course as well, how to build a business that works without you. This talks all about the systems for building your business or to get time, freedom, go on that vacation with your family you always wanted to, enable you to grow your business, enable you to eliminate headaches, build on your mindset of how to put in the different systems inside your business and be thinking, upstream to prevent problems before they become, big problems and catastrophes. Protect yourself, protect your business, and just build a business that you can be proud of, that's going to have longevity, and that's going to be making money for you, for your employees, for your family, for everybody around you. So all the best with scaling your business, and I know you can do it. Lots of people have, and there's definitely a good way to go about it. So reach out to me if you'd like to grow your business.